Hello, everyone. Welcome to the S80 SMJHL draft.
Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
I will be your host tonight. My name is Bad Wolf. I also go by BW, and my co-host tonight, if you want to introduce yourself.
I'm Noxu. I'm very new. This is my second season, so
It'll be great to get some new perspective on these things. So we will be going through, this is a live draft, so we will be announcing as the GM's pick. I do have my eyes on this YouTube chat that is going fast. And I also will be having my eyes in the season 81 class draft. That is you guys that are currently being drafted to the season 80 SMJHL. So if you guys have questions or shout outs or anything you want to say, I do have my eyes, so please talk. You guys ready to get started?
yeah.
All right. Kicking off this draft with the first overall is Yukon, the Malamutes, my former team that I GM'd not too long ago. So first overall, they select... What a name.
It's an interesting
I'm
name.
going to butcher this. Oshin Holderberg Tremblay. Continuing that family line, that is Skoldapar Jess, amazingly active in the league. I'm sure you know who she is. Everyone does.
Well, she goes by Jess, right?
Yes, goes by Jess.
Jess, they're a commissioner.
SHL
They've been awesome
commissioner.
every time I've talked to them.
Crazy active, definitely no surprise for a first overall pick.
Yeah. It looks like they have a defender too, so.
Yeah, defenses typically goes quick, so no surprise.
Mm-hmm.
So we are headed over to Vancouver. They were very upset to not get first overall in the lottery, so let's see what they do with the second overall pick.
We were upset. I'm from Vancouver.
Sorry if you hear my iced coffee.
So I gotta get back in the rhythm and remember how to do this part.
Yes,
Okay.
please bear with us if it takes us a little minute. We are doing the graphics as we go.
Reading chat, pineapple does not go on pizza. I have to disagree there, Bad Apple. It's delightful.
Okay, I figured out the pick is in thing too. I got this going on now, so that's new.
I think pineapple does belong on pizza. I think it definitely does.
It's a really good pairing, you know?
Hot take is only cheese belongs on pizza.
Really? Wow. In Vancouver, every time I get pizza, I get Hawaiian, which is pineapple, ham, and bacon, and I post it. And then I ping, I think, Raph, and she just loses her mind at me.
NJ, I definitely would put pineapple in a Hot Pocket, though.
In a Hot Pocket. I don't know about that.
I would.
Cold
I'm thinking about it like
pizza.
in a panzerotti or a calzone, and it just sounds wrong.
Are you good with the second pick, Sim?
Yep.
Awesome. So the second overall, Vancouver selects these names, y'all.
They like these names.
They really can. Early on this one.
River Valkova. I'm sorry, that second name is not getting said.
River Katerina Volkova.
Katerina Valkova. I got it. Okay.
They go by Baron.
Baron is a recreate, been around for a long time. Super great personality to have around. I think it'll be really good for Vancouver. They're reviving their locker room. It's come a great way in such a short time. Baron's going to be an excellent addition to that.
I'm excited to talk to them in Vancouver. Shawnee was really excited about this pick when I talked to him.
Yeah, and I will say those strengths of getting open and puck handling are really high. So that'll be interesting.
A good pairing with their superstar forward, Aaron Knox's.
We are headed over to San Diego for the 3rd overall pick.
Yeah.
San Diego, a relatively new team, but they've come a long way in just a few seasons. So I'm really not surprised by this next pick either.
Yeah.
An
Funny
excellent
story.
user.
I don't want to spoil who it is just yet, but I went in blind not knowing who this person was when scouting. And when they told me who they were, I kind of got really, really nervous.
You try scouting them like they were new.
Yeah, because I don't know anyone, you know? This is my 2nd season.
If you don't mind me chiming in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grok. God damn. Sorry. If you don't mind me chiming in, they are a fantastic player, and they're one we've had our eye on for a while.
And here's the pick.
And here it is, D. Centerman, the 4th junior.
Also
I love
known as
that the
Grok.
4th is a junior.
Got spoiled, but
So
for
San Diego
those who
takes
don't know
Grok.
who Grok is, he is one of the developers, right?
Yes.
He's developed, I think he told me, the cards. What else?
Yeah, I'm not sure all the details, but I know he is super heavy in the back end work. Definitely underrated because these back end developers, we don't see them much face to face. But yeah, his work definitely does not go unnoticed by any users here.
Oh, he built the index, the portal, and trading card apps. So very impressive, very helpful person. This league is like very grateful for him, I think.
Absolutely. So headed over 4th overall to Nevada Battleborn.
I did figure out this pick is in thing, so when I'm ready, I'll switch it to the pick is in. You should be able to see when that's
Perfect.
ready.
I love that. The Nevada Battleborn, it feels like just yesterday they were joining the league, but it's been a while. All right, the pick is in for 4th overall. We have Claude Lecaster, a goalie. All right, that is really early for a goalie, so I think
Honestly,
this 1st-gen BV must have really blown them away.
have you seen the activity that BV's had in both the Discord servers and doing media?
I will say I haven't too much.
They
I
are
haven't
active
done a lot of
every
scouting.
single day in the SHL server. They recently posted like a 6,000 word article. It was a really good read.
Wow.
They're really into it, and they seem like an awesome person.
I love that. For a goalie to go that early, it says a lot about who this person is as a user. Goalies never go in the 1st round. Well, I don't say never, but it's not typical. So
I didn't
I
even
think
go in
this
the
will
first round.
To see a goalie and a 1st-gen, I'm really excited to see what they do. I would be really surprised if I don't see them in some big role soon, whether it just be the war room or moving up as a head office intern. I feel like they'll be very active.
I don't think Nevada's had like a goalie prospect really for a few seasons now, so I think they'll be very happy with that too.
Yeah. So next we're headed over to the Great Falls Grizzlies. They are such a cute little team. I say that because, like, I don't know the grizzly bears. I just find cute. Like, a grizzly would definitely eat my face, but, like, I find it adorable.
The grizzly
least
bear
I
is my
like-
favorite type of bear.
Yeah, at
So
least
they
I would
chose
die
one.
happy. Like, you'd get
Oh.
pets in before you die.
Well, I don't know about that one.
Pick is in 5th overall. They select Keanan McKiller. So this is another first gen. That is really exciting to see a second first gen go at 5th overall. That does say something about how the scouting talks went with the Great Falls Grizzlies. So that's really exciting. I love seeing first gens go this quickly.
I'm sure they're gonna fit in just perfectly at the Grizzlies. They definitely saw something that's special, and excited to see what they do in their first season.
Yeah, the Grizzlies are such a nice team. So I would be really excited to see what this user does.
Oops.
All right, so we're, pardon my switching screens. Okay. We are headed to the Thunder Bay Walleyes. Very recent rebranding. I'm still not used to seeing Thunder Bay pop up.
What was the team before?
It was Regina.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's only been 2 or 3 seasons as Thunder Bay. So a full relocation. So they have 6 overall.
Sorry, I had a bit of copy and pasting errors there.
I see you in the chat. Yes, the Great Falls GM does do cool things like buy me ice cream.
Really?
Yeah,
Maybe
I
I
met
should
him
join.
up in Michigan and he bought me ice cream.
Wow.
It was lavender ice cream. Wasn't that weird?
Was it purple?
Yeah, it was. It was really good though.
What did it taste like?
Like lavender. All right, pick number 6 is in for the Thunder Bay Walleyes. They are selecting Tom O'Donnell. Mr. Roddy does not surprise me at all. Roddy's a recreate. He's been around for a long time. I say that like I'm definitely the old one here. Yeah, Roddy's been around for a while. It's definitely no surprise to see a high name recreate go this early. Thunder Bay is gonna do great
The
things
returning
with
team,
that.
has Roddy played on Regina in the past? Or Thunder Bay?
I do not have his stats in front of me
don't
to
know.
see his previous teams.
Ooh, I don't think so, but
No.
I want to say Colorado, but I could be just
Colorado. Okay.
I could be just melding
Yeah,
Rugsy and Roddy into the same man.
Rugsy is Colorado. Like that's when I think of Colorado, I think Rugsy. Like just will always be Colorado.
Still, good pick.
Great pick. So we are headed over to Detroit for 7 overall.
The Detroit Falcons.
Yes, classic branding. I love it. Been around for so long.
They did give me Red Wing vibes when I looked at them.
They kind of do, like low key. I don't know why.
Probably the
Falcon
red color,
Jeff, no.
the bird.
Yeah,
Just the fact that they're named Detroit and are red.
Yeah,
they're one of
exactly.
they're one of the only teams that hasn't changed branding since I joined the league too. There's like
Really?
4 SMJHL teams I think that still have the same brand.
Yeah, I think their branding might actually be original still. But I would have to fact check that.
I think
All right, the
you're right.
pick is in. For 7 overall, they select Vasher Summers, a defense lunarical. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your
Yeah, I'm
username.
not sure.
I was definitely reading it as some weird mix
Luna
of like
Ripple?
They're
a lunar unicorn, you know? I don't really know.
they are in like ISFL I think, and maybe PBE. I'm not sure. and I never know how to say their name. Is it Lunari
They-
P. Cole?
I
Luna
have
Rib
no
Cole?
idea. And we did get a lot of crossover from ISFL this season. I've been seeing that trend that we got several people join. So I'm glad you guys decided to hop over. We do affiliate, so please get your TP.
I hope
You
you
only have to
enjoy
write
it.
one TP. Yes, I do hope you join. All right, so yeah, I'm excited to see what they do. I'm not surprised to see these people from other sim leagues going pretty high, even though they're first gens here. They know what they're doing.
Mhm.
All right, got a tag in Yukon. What did I say?
Reading chat is
Oh,
called the mock draft.
Fanto Benz was telling me Detroit did kind of rebrand in the early 40s. So that was just before I got here in 44.
I think they changed their, like, they redid their logo, I think, but they've still been the Falcons.
Yeah, so like a logo update, but not technically a rebrand.
Yeah, like Colorado has existed, but they used to be the Mammoths. And they're just rebranded to the Raptors, but Detroit was always the Falcons, I think.
I think they were.
They definitely were before the 40s. I don't know if, like,
The logo
back in the
changed,
day.
but not the name. Is what John Sebastian Primo says.
Well, thank you, Primo. Yes, so that does confirm they haven't technically rebranded. They just did a logo update, which I fully approve.
It's nice to freshen it up after a bunch of time goes by.
Santa said whoever's speaking is correct, so yes. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Oh,
All right,
think
so
this is
we're
in.
off to Ottawa for 8 overall. The Ottawa Highlanders. The pick is in. They take Optimus Autonomous. What a name. I like it. Mr. Surreal, recreate. Been around for a while. So honestly, no surprise that he's getting taken in the first. Yeah, I think he'll fit in with Ottawa pretty well. Fits their vibe. So I like it. I think every team needs a solid, easy 425 center. Jart, I can't read French.
It feels bad not giving any input. I don't know, but a lot of people here.
Looks like a lot of people are saying the mock drafts are completely ruined. We can riot against the GMs. They ruined our mocks. I
they
agree.
always do. Hey, they
Always
didn't trade
do.
any picks this time, so I don't know how much complaining can you really do.
I would hate those drafts when they like first, second, and third all trade hands in like the first 2 minutes, and then everything is ruined.
They did that in my J draft 2 seasons ago. They just like traded like 2nd overall and then like 6th overall, and everything was impossible to track.
I triple stacked my own player, picked 16 through 19, and still didn't get my own player right. I feel that. What I used to do was just split myself for the whole first and second round.
When I did my
And then, yeah.
when I did my SHL mock draft for my own player, I mocked myself in a certain spot, and I was like, you know what, this seems like a likely one. And then when I did the actual mock draft, I put it somewhere else, and the other one was right. That wasn't for TP.
All right, so we're moving on to Kelowna, the Kelowna Knights for 9th overall.
Wait, is it in?
Yep.
Yes, yes, I did change it.
All right, the pick is in for 9th overall. We have Califani. I may have
Califani.
said that wrong. I don't know. Zorm, you're going to have to correct me.
I actually know this one. He joined Vancouver at the end of last season, and He helped push us to 10 wins,
I love that for you.
but he's a really nice guy.
No, Zoram is absolutely amazing. He's been around for so long. Recreate, he will definitely easy 425. He'll be super active in the locker room. So yeah, easy pick. Honestly, kind of surprised he didn't go higher.
Still top 10.
Yeah, top 10. That's awesome.
I know Kelowna will value his services greatly.
Oh yeah, knowing
Always
Zoram,
good to
I'd
have
be
a
really
good center.
surprised if he isn't super active with the team.
Mhm.
And yeah, center's a great position to get a player that's going to be an easy 425.
It's interesting to see how Kelowna is going to do later with their second round picks. Maybe
pick
make
17
a
and
trail
18.
first. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we're back to San Diego for 10 overall. They doubled down in the first round. So the pick is in with 10 overall. Goodness gracious, y'all. Balder Ulis Solderberg
boy.
Tremblay. Another member of this esteemed family that I still don't understand the family tree to.
Sounds like a bust.
I'm gonna need one of you guys to like draw this out for me. I'm
Make an actual
visual. I
tree.
need this family tree like written out now.
Maybe someone can make a media article about it.
That's the thing. I think there is like endless media. Speaking of Mr. Solderberg Tremblay, how are you?
Crashing your own party.
Figured I would say hi.
So how is your current player in relations to Jessa's current player?
So basically, my old player, Jean Tred Soderberg Tremblay, who was born Ragnarsson Tremblay, married Jess's player Gunnar Soderberg, and then the sister of Gunnar's was a surrogate for us, and they had triplets. So that's Jess's player Corey's and mine. We're probably gonna see Corey's later in the draft. So that's the nuclear
You guys
family.
are triplets this time. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought Corey recreated last season.
And there's also a bunch of cousins and stuff. Reno has Willow, Soderberg, Snooks. It's a whole thing. Jess has the whole family tree somewhere, I think.
Wow. This is incredible.
We'll have to obtain it at one point. I need it on site because I'm kind of getting confused.
Where does Leg come into this?
He's just a very good friend of the family.
That's what they all say.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys do your thing and step back out.
Have a
See
good
ya.
one.
Thank you. I
Bye-bye.
appreciate the relationship. All right, so you guys heard it. They are triplets. Elias is not related to them whatsoever. Okay. Okay, Jess, that kind of feels like a so are they like just friends? Are they just roommates? They're probably just roommates.
That's a heavy denial.
All right, so we're headed over to 11. Back to the main. He wasn't in between because the triplets weren't old enough. He's a protege. They were roommates. Thank you, Hats. All right, the pick is in for Maine at 11. We have Lucas Lindberg. Vaxlar, another recreate, does not surprise me. I gotta stop with the chat. Does not surprise me. Recreates in the first is kind of, they go hand in hand. Another left wing. I'm kind of surprised I'm not seeing more defense though this early. Getting open and puck handling as their strengths is solid.
I'm sure he's going to have a great season with Maine.
For sure. I'm always excited to see what these players end up doing. So we are 2 Newfoundland Berserkers for 12th overall.
I know that team.
I will say the rookie chat is kind of quiet, but I kind of appreciate it staying to the YouTube chat, less of me having to go through things. All right, pick is in. For 12th overall, we have Malt Hogberg. I may be saying that wrong because it's got the little accent.
Holgberg, maybe?
Henry,
Seems like
you're gonna
German.
have to correct me
Is Henry can
if
chat?
I'm wrong, which I am probably wrong.
Yeah, I don't know if you would pronounce the E either. Like, is it Malta? Malta?
Malt?
Malt.
Malt. Yeah, maybe it might be malt.
All right, Henrik, you're gonna have to hit me up and tell me how I mispronounced everything. Henrik's an amazing dude. He was a San Fran lifer for me, and as much as I am really sad to see him recreate and move on, I know he's super excited to get back into a new player.
Is this just
So
his second player, I think?
I think so. He was with this
He was-
last one for a long time.
Yeah, he was drafted in S50 the same time I was, and I had an entire career and have recreated again already.
Yeah, so yeah, he's been with San Fran for a while. Had
Does
to pull
regression
me out
not
like
like
that.
kill you? Like,
That is why he ultimately decided to recreate was the regression, because yes, this season was brutal.
Yeah,
he
I
should
mean,
have just like referred 1,000 people.
you can fight regression for a while, but it's just draining too. Like it's hard. That's a hard thing to do.
I think I ran
Yeah.
the numbers. If you refer 15 people every season, you can just always stay max like 2,000 at TP.
Wow, that was a really quick way to get yourself on a multi-watch list.
What? I did it in the SHL server. I was talking like what would you need to stay like as an immortal god? And
I
I
don't
think it's
think
about 15.
Would 15 even be enough? Because like at 2,000, how like what's the
Because you'd
highest
have to
percentage?
imagine you
Don't
can
you
get I
lose,
think
like,
8.
30%.
Oh yeah, you're right, Jazz. Robin is only a season 70, but still,
70 is big.
I get tired of my players after 2 seasons.
Okay, let's go on.
All right,
Oh,
yes.
yeah, the pick is in. I keep
Season
forgetting.
13, back to Anchorage Armada. The pick is in. They are picking Reg Kirby.
Kirkby.
Kirby. House literally only changed 1 letter. He's a new player.
Isn't this like the third time?
Yes, wasn't his last player Rex Kirkby?
He had Red Kirkby before that too, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. That's amazing.
I'm not actually sure how to say his real username. Asselap, I think. Everyone just calls him Ass because it's easier.
I'll be honest, I always thought the C came first. I thought it was Axelap.
It might be
The
silent.
C is first.
Oh, is it? They put the S
Yeah.
first in the pick channel. I was just looking at it.
It's an acronym. How did I never know this? He used to be my GM. How do I not know it's an acronym?
Is the entire name an acronym? What does it
I don't
stand
know.
for?
What does it stand for, Jess? I need more answers. Waiting for his 27th player.
Getting open.
Yeah, no.
thing.
He's gonna discover
He's-
the Greek alphabet after that.
He's super solid, been around for longer than me, which is saying something. I feel really old, guys.
Can feel the wrinkles.
I mean,
I
I'm
really
pretty sure
can.
I'm far older than everyone here. So
I don't know. I think I might like give you a run for your money. Second season.
yeah,
All right,
32.
so we are moving on. We are going over to Carolina for pick 14.
I will say, I yelled when I saw this happen. Ugh.
Yes, there are so many people in the chat this draft. I love you guys. All right, the pick is in 14th overall for Carolina. You're gonna have to say it.
Heta. I call him Heta, but you can call him Hetak. Hetak. I know them. I referred to this person. They're from the Rocket League server. Awesome person.
All right, so you heard it here first.
They
awesome
got
Rocket
Kraken.
League.
Carolina got a steal with this pick.
Yeah, I love seeing first gens go in the first. Really awesome.
Heta,
So,
if you're in
Todd-
stream, we still need to go on that date. I'm gonna go rock climbing with him.
Sure you are.
I am. Promise.
All right, I don't want
Oh.
to keep you guys all night.
Just did
Let's
post.
head over.
Just did post the acronym: a complicated series of levers and pulleys. That's what AXLAP stands for.
That's funny because I just got the DM for their family tree. I'm gonna have to dissect that after.
I couldn't figure out the context for that comment.
That is an intense family tree.
Next up, we have
All right.
Colorado at 15.
Colorado. Yes, 15. All right. Pick is in. This one makes so much sense to me. Colorado selects Severin Quinn. User is Severin. They are first gen, been super active. Chat spamming Go Colorado.
Another ISFL player, if I recall correctly. On that.
I'm pretty sure they are. But yes, I'm not super in depth with the crossovers because I'm not personally in the other leagues. But I want to say they were from ISFL as well.
It's nice to see the crossover happening so widely.
It is, yes. Because it's always nice to see it because, like I said, we do affiliation. So you only have to do a PT in one of the 3 leagues between us, ISFL, and PDE. And then in the other 2, you just link them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's not actually tripling up on all your work if you want to do more than one sim league.
You do still have to earn the money for your weekly trainings, but yeah, you only have to do one PT
Yeah.
every week, which is pretty nice.
All right, so we're heading back to Vancouver for pick 16.
Love it. 2 picks in the first round. Vancouver really needs it.
They really did load up on this. They also have oh no, that's the 3rd round on the screen.
They traded a
Yeah,
couple
2
of.
the first is really good. They did make that big trade with QCC earlier in the day to grab all of their picks, actually.
Yeah, they got 4 picks from QCC.
And we're going to use them well.
Yeah, so back to Vancouver, pick 16. The pick is in. We have Matthew Leroux. Looks
Good left
Frenchy.
undone.
Good left undone. A recreate. We were actually talking about him before the stream.
Yeah,
Crazy
I
to
scouted
see
him.
back.
Yeah, I saw this pick come up when they were drafting earlier, so we were talking about it. That's
I think it was pre-season 40 or they somewhere around there.
It was.
When they were last around.
So their last player played for LA in 41 and 42, and then San Fran in 43. So it's really cool to see someone come back almost 40 seasons later.
How many
That's-
years is that? Because that is like a really long
It's-
time.
Yeah.
Between 5.5, 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
him personally, I scouted him. I ended up just talking to him for like a good amount of time, and we just got lost track of the scouting conversation because he was just so cool.
He was really involved in the SBA too. Basketball league. It operates like kind of differently to the SHL style, but yeah, he's a GM there if I recall, and maybe the commissioner at some point.
Wow.
That's really cool. I've heard really good things about SBA. I just personally don't like basketball. Don't at me.
I don't either, but I had a player there when I was in college and still in Pig and Sim leagues. I joined every single one, so.
All right, so we are headed over to Kelowna.
Back-to-back pick right here, the first of the draft.
Yes. That concludes our first round, so we're headed into the second round. Kelowna picks back-to-back 17 and 18. So let's see what they do.
Yep. And let me do this before I switch.
All right, pick 17 is in. Kelowna selects Jordan Lafreniere. My pronunciation's a little wrong. They
First
are a
gen.
center, first gen rookie. Creative name. Okay.
So it looks like they are pairing up some more forwards for that early pick.
Yeah, honestly, they've drafted really well to be able to pair up the forwards. That's the best way, in my opinion,
Here's the
to
question.
do it.
Yeah, that's a pair of
Yeah.
centers.
In the SHL, chemistry is a big deal. Does it play as big a deal in junior? Because you're only there for 4 seasons.
Clearly, it's not as big of a deal, but I still think it's important personally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
think
know
it has,
when. Yeah, go ahead.
I think it has value, but obviously it's hard to build up a lot of chemistry because, like, people will move up quickly. So, yeah, if you can make like a line, I think it really helps. But
Yeah, because I know when UConn had their best run, it was when we drafted 3 forwards and 2D in a draft, which is extremely hard to do.
Wow.
I think we might have
Wow.
actually got one on. I think we might have grabbed one on forwards, but yeah, we were able to build a full line, and that was the best we had done. So I do think there's something to say about it, but I would not put all your eggs in that basket because it's hard to do it in the juniors level.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're moving on to, you guessed it, Kelowna for pick 18.
oh yeah, I don't have to change the logo, so that's easy.
All right, pick is in.
Back-to-back.
Kelowna selects at pick 18 David Corrigan.
Another first gen.
DC. DC is from ISFL.
Oh,
I know
Okay.
that one.
I didn't actually know that one, so that's good.
but still a third forward. But it's 2 centers and a winger, so we'll have to see.
This is actually 3 centers.
Yeah, so the great thing about juniors, it's super easy to slide a center over to winger, and you actually get more use out of your TPE because you just don't put it into face-offs till you get called up to your SHL team.
True.
Yeah, I mean,
So
ultimately
it's-
that's the only difference.
Pretty much. And you can still build a really high-scoring person on the wing.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah, so I've heard really great things about DC over the last few hours when I was looking through the players, and they were pretty active in the rookie chat with their significant other, so they're really fun to see. So I'm excited what they do here.
Now
Jibs
we
don't
got
tell people to
another.
run a team of 9 centers.
That it might work. Has anyone tried it? You should try it.
I'll try to get back to you. Yeah.
We got another back-to-back San Diego.
San Diego with a back-to-back.
We got the back-to-backs.
So they have pick 19, San Diego selects Brett McMahon.
It's a
AJW
recreate.
is a recreate. Been around for a while. I don't actually remember how long, but I would venture to say it's actually older than me.
Actually,
So
The name
yeah,
sounds familiar, but I
actually.
don't remember. If I had to guess, I'd say maybe like S40s or S50s.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
so it's been a minute.
I'm gonna have to get more screens next time so I can switch more pages and have these stats easier. I'm already running way too many tabs.
Now pick 20.
All right,
San
just
Diego
like that,
again.
we go.
Oops.
Yep, back to San Diego. Pick 20. And I love their blue.
It
I
is
guess
pretty
it's like
blue.
a teal.
We need more purple. Where's all the purple at?
Definitely no bias.
TBW's got it all.
Pick 20 is one of my besties in the league. The pick is in.
I've heard nothing
They
but good things about this
select
one.
Captain Obvious, Mr. Infy himself.
He's well loved in Vancouver. I think Shawnee was trying to gun for him.
He's well loved everywhere you go. I have never heard a single bad word about him. And whether he's here or taking a break from the league, he is always in my DMs, and I love it. So, thank you, Infy. You've been such a best friend to me. So, good luck in San Diego. I know you will do great things. Thanks, Captain Obvious. I love the name. His
In
last
chat,
player.
obviously Lucky BW.
I remember
His last player was stand-in desk.
I remember his first player, I believe. I really wanted to draft him, and I didn't. It just didn't work out. If I recall, he was part of the massive S39 class.
So we're back to Great Falls for pick 21, who should be shooting themselves if he didn't fall to them. Should have taken them sooner, Jibs. All right, pick is in. Great Falls select Sazid colon. That's probably butchered.
The
Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Recreate, been around a long time. This draft does seem very recreate heavy, which isn't a bad thing. Love that you guys are sticking around. That's always good. Yeah, so Flash will be really good for them. Another one that I think that he'll just be super active. 14 hours today. Go to bed. All right, so
That one's excited.
keeping the train rolling. We are off to pick 22.
Colorado Raptors.
Wait,
Check this.
yes.
I'm assuming that's not for me and that's for you.
Who?
I think it's for Inf. Because Ara said Inf check Discord.
Oh, gotcha. I don't know why it was like, I thought it was for symmetric. I was like, I didn't do anything.
It's for Inf. Okay, we're good. We can keep going.
Sorry, I'm just making sure we don't miss anything. Okay.
Well, you're in
All
trouble.
right, Colorado with 20. I definitely thought it was trouble.
Colorado
what is it?
pick
This-
22. The
Yes.
pick
The
is
pick
in.
is in. They pick Charlie Perks, first gen Big Chuck.
Did you say Charlie Perks?
Charlie Charlie Parks. I definitely said Parks.
First gen?
First gen. Couple 14. A 14 speed. That will be fun to play with.
I
He
talked
is
to him a
really cool.
bit. He is a really cool guy.
Yeah, no doubt. To have a
Mhm.
first gen going in the second, still cool.
Maybe Colorado's gonna push for a cup with him now.
I love how many Colorado peeps are in this chat.
Colorado, they
Loving
seem to have
that.
a great locker room, like very,
I'm
very
convinced they're a
cohesive.
cult.
Like even Alex, he drafted a bunch of people to his SHL team from Colorado. It's
Tack, are you guys a cult? Would you tell me if you were? Probably not.
he says Colorado smells.
Fishy smells the most. James smells and Ocho. Okay, y'all are getting mean.
No, they love each other over there. Let's move on.
Wait,
Yes.
is it? Yes, it is.
Tampa Bay Walleye.
Thunder Bay?
Yeah.
Oh, Thunder
other
Bay.
TP.
I'm so bad. I'm so bad still. I'm sorry.
No, I called them
TP.
Tampa Bay like 7 times last season, so not so bad.
Is there a Tampa Bay team?
Yeah, in the SHL.
In SHL.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Alright, so to Thunder Bay.
Thunder Bay. Not
Pick
Tom.
us in at 23. They select Jack Ryan, a goalie. Eddie's not there.
I think is this the second goalie of the draft?
Eddie's not here, I think. Second or third?
Oh yeah, it is.
Third goalie.
Third?
Third.
Oh,
Yurt
dang.
is also a goalie.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm not paying
I was
close
too
enough
busy
attention.
talking about his relationships.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah. So third goalie, Eddie's not here. A recreate, yeah, it just makes sense. He'll build a solid goalie, he'll stick around, he'll be active. And that's all you can really want in a player. So I think it'll be a really good pick for him.
Is he still GM of Minnesota as well? Or?
Yes. Yeah. So, when I see GMs recreate, I'm always like, oh, Minnesota needs a goalie, huh?
Next up, we got Carolina. 24th
Back to
pick.
Carolina, really stocking up this draft.
They do that a lot.
They always got picks.
So the
Somehow.
pick is in with 24. Carolina selects Hansa Havron.
Another goalie.
Another goalie. Ravens are recreate. They're super nice, super chill. So I think they'll definitely fit the Carolina vibe nicely. And they'll easily make a top earning goalie, which will solidify you in juniors pretty decently. I do still think goalie TPE is a lie, just a little bit, but it's
I
still
only
nice
hear
to
bad
have it.
things about goalie TPE.
I only say that because I had like a 200 TPE backup and he won 4 games. So
Yeah, I mean, it is and it isn't. Like, it worked out great for Newfoundland during the season, and then it didn't work out after that in the playoffs. I went from
yeah, that's the thing. It will not work in playoffs. You need to have a really strong goalie for playoffs.
I mean, no, I mean the opposite. Like, I was capped in the season, and I had a really good season for Newfoundland, and then disappeared in the playoffs entirely.
Even with
you
your
just got
TPE.
FA simmed.
Yeah.
Next up, Vancouver, 25. Excited to see who they pick. This is actually another person I know very well. It's an absolute
that's-
steal that Vancouver got them this low.
That's good because you'll be stuck with them for a while.
Yeah, I'm happy to have him. The pick is in. Oh God.
And they still had-
Franjo Franco Ben Jelacic.
Kinda
Also
sounds
known
like-
as Snek. Yeah?
Scandinavian?
Yeah, that last, the Chich is
It
like
sounds
middle, like Eastern European.
Yeah, like Slovak maybe.
But
Or
this
Czech.
is Snek. He is from the Rocket League Discord once again. He used to be a coach, and then he stepped down, I believe, and he's currently a troubleshooting guide. He's like an absolute saint there. Yeah,
Am I
I'll be
supposed
honest,
to be recruiting in that Discord?
I thought we had someone named Snack in this league before. This is first
yeah.
gen. Maybe
yeah, no, I know this
no
guy.
step on Snick.
But yeah, he's a genuinely awesome person, and it's a steal to get him this low.
That's awesome, and I will next season be recruiting from apparently the Rocket League server. Apparently what I needed to do.
this is an interesting one. Hello.
Alright, so we are headed back to Carolina. They almost had a back-to-back, but not quite.
Vancouver ruined it.
I know. Vancouver.
Should have
Alright,
given them the
so...
pick to be a back-to-back-to-back.
I had one of those once in the first round when I was a GM.
Oh, that must have been fun.
It was. I tried really hard to get 5 in a row, but I couldn't get it. I had 6, 7, 8, and 10, and I couldn't get 9. Didn't want to do it.
Okay, pick 26. The pick is in.
Yeah,
I'm
this,
really excited about this pick.
I'm not sure why the card is gonna look like this, but it's I can't fix it.
They select Bubbles Puff, Moonchild XOX. They are a first gen, I believe, also from ISFL. And I only saw them talk for like 10-15 minutes in the rookie server, and I was just blown away. They're funny and they're active, and they did create super late, and I mean, like, it was maybe 3-4 o'clock today. So to see them going 26 is amazing. So good job, Carolina, getting those late scouting combos in and seeing that she is definitely worth the time. I think she'll be really good here.
I suspect that's why there's probably no no info for the strengths and weaknesses. The create was that late.
Yeah, it was late today. It was probably like an hour or two before our cutoff. So we probably just didn't get the information in. But yeah, I want to say they're the one whose significant other is DC. So they did not go to the same team, which I know is rude, but I kind of like when that happens. Because it kind of creates this little, like, they can fight with each other.
Oh,
I did that with
rivalry.
my significant other. He was a GM when I got here, and he straight up told all the GMs, I don't want her. So yeah, so I think it's fun to have those kind of rivalries.
Yeah,
So
I can
yeah,
see
that'll
both
be
sides of
exciting.
that.
Back to Colorado for 27. They're already screaming, "Go Colorado!" Here comes the call. BB
Here comes the
what's
call.
up. All right, the pick is in. With pick 27, Colorado selects Ty Sinclair. Tubby time. A recreate.
Is it Tubby Time or Tubby Tim?
Oh, that's definitely Tim. I really can't read today. Yeah, he's a recreate. I will say I don't know too much about him. which is honestly a good thing. If I don't know, then you haven't done anything bad.
Yeah.
I want to say they played for Colorado last time.
Hey, Colorado Cole, did Tubby play for you guys last player?
I don't think so. I don't think they'll know because these people are pretty new.
I don't know. Tack just keeps screaming at me. Do you see those emotes?
Yep.
Jesus.
I'll take that as a yes. I might have ate him. You got it. So it was a yes. Alright, so back to Colorado he goes. That's really fitting.
Next up, Anchorage.
Alright. Actually, we
get to
have
do
a
the first thing.
trade.
It's the
Trade
first time.
alert!
It's the first time we get to do this.
So Anchorage traded with Ottawa. So 28 overall is headed over to Ottawa. And in return, Anchorage is getting next season's St. Louis second. All right, so now that that has changed hands, let's see what Ottawa does with 28. I love me some trades too, Apple. NJ, I don't know why I called you Apple. I've never done that before.
MJ, Bad Apple.
Yes.
Anything.
Yeah, I
bad.
think everyone just calls him NJ.
I think I call him Bad Apple.
Yeah, I think a lot of people say that too. Maybe I just call
Maybe
him
I'm
NJ.
just special.
One of us is
But
special
the pick is
here.
in. Ottawa. Selected Subin. It's a first gen.
Smelly. I'll take him. Yeah, what a name. Smelly. Love it. Kind of gives me like 7 dwarf vibes. You're like the missing 8th dwarf.
Yeah. DML rep. Frenchie.
I will.
Looks like some people are happy about this.
Yeah, a lot of people are pretty happy.
I don't think
Looks
the mock
like they
draft
got
goes
some
this
mock
late.
love.
Does the mock draft go this late?
First
The first
two
two
rounds.
rounds.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I just copy pasted in my rookie season.
Kyrie's multi. I believe it.
Next up,
All right. So we are headed
back to
back
Maine.
to Maine.
Pick 29.
This person is currently in the chat.
Oh, you might be
The
spoiling the
is
pick.
In. There's 43 people in the chat.
44 now.
The pick is in. They pick Apollo Seaborn. NJ Bad Apple.
Recreate. I'm surprised he fell this low. I talked to him a bunch in scouting, and he was awesome.
Yeah, NJ's been around forever. I don't even know when his first player would be, but I definitely think it predates me from the 40s.
I think it. Yeah. I think he had a player before I had a player even.
It's going down. I'm yelling timber. I like the vibe. Glad to see he's happy going to Maine. Love it. All right. Don't want to keep you guys too long tonight, so let's keep it moving.
San Diego title.
Yep. A big shocker coming up, I'm sure.
Wow, this is surprising to drop this low.
It's,
I met this person in my Chicago locker room. They're pretty cool.
And the pick is in the San Diego title picks.
Oh, have fun saying this name.
this is This one was an easy one on the mock drafts.
They picked the final triplet: Phoenix, Orion, Solberg, Tremblay. SD Core, also known as Corey. Yeah, so the reason this isn't surprising that it dropped is because GMs are automatically picked with your second round pick.
I'm
Yeah,
silly. I knew that.
He's their GM.
He is their GM. I am very silly. Oh my.
So yeah, so if you guys didn't get this right on the mock, I'll be really sad.
He didn't even trade out of it. He didn't like trade to 32 or something just to mess up everyone's mocks. I don't know a GM who would do that. Certainly no one named Yosh.
So all the triplets have been taken.
How many of them ended
Hope I
up in
get
the
some good
Did
media.
they all end up in different places, or did any of them end up in the same place?
So
No
Corey
big
went
boy
to
foul.
San Diego.
You're
You go to
is
the next slide, I
also
think.
San Diego.
Just went to Yukon. Yeah, so 2 in San Diego and 1 in Yukon. All right, who's trading what? I feel like it's wrong to split up the triplets.
I think he steps down from the GM role and he goes to Yukon. I think that's the only way forward.
And yeah, and take shirt with them. And then they all end up in Yukon.
Okay, next up. I'm
Alright,
not going to
we're-
say this team's name because I butcher it.
Really?
Kelowna.
Yeah.
Knights.
I got made fun of when I said it. I said Kelowna.
How did you
That
get
sounds like a very
now?
Vancouver thing to do.
Just a me thing.
I mean, that's a good rivalry right there, Vancouver and Kelowna. So, bring back Prince George and you get the real rivalries going.
But pick 31. The pick is in. Cutter Gauthier?
Gauthier,
Tom
I believe.
Servo. Gauthier.
Looks French Canadian.
It is very French Canadian
Gauthier.
sounding. Gauthier. First gen.
Okay.
Are they from anywhere else, you know?
I
don't
think
recognize
so. I don't know. Yeah, I don't recognize their name. Tom Servo.
Still very impressed
DML.
with them in the second round.
What's DML? I feel like I'm being stupid right now.
Oh.
DML rep, DML mention.
DML.
The Duck Manufacture League.
Lethbridge Riot? No.
From DML server. Oh, from the Anaheim Ducks
Anaheim
Discord
Ducks.
server. Thank you. I'm rather slow, you guys.
DML? I still don't. Duck my life. Okay.
I know
That
there's
is
some
amazing.
Duck fans.
You know, I used to be, but I don't know. I can't anymore. Their logo's too cute.
You like their ugly logo from before?
I like all of them.
Okay, moving on. Pick 32, Vancouver.
All right, with pick 32.
Remember when Anaheim had an SMJHL team?
Really?
Yeah.
I was about to say what they still do. There's no way to push them.
I forget who they became.
They rebranded to
Is it Maine?
they rebranded to Yukon.
Oh,
yeah, Anaheim turned into
Yeah, they
Yukon.
went to Yukon.
I thought
Yeah.
I was thinking Yukon, but I didn't want to say it because I don't know. I was just throwing out a dartboard.
Why are you guys all oohing Yukon?
I think they're oohing Anaheim.
Yukon's amazing. It's very. They have nice potatoes.
Are they
Far
oohing
up
Yukon
there.
or are they oohing Anaheim? I thought it was Anaheim.
Oh,
don't
they're
know.
they're oohing Anaheim.
Oh, Anaheim. Okay. GM'd by some scrub. That scrub was you.
I
The
do
pick is
remember the
in.
Montreal Impact.
Oh, that's getting old.
I also
Impact
remember the
was
Montreal
formerly
Militia.
Anchorage.
No. Formerly Carolina. No,
Carolina. Oh no, yeah, I
No.
think you're right.
the militia. I think the Impact became the militia, which then became Carolina. Prince George moved to Anchorage.
I need to up
No,
my history.
yeah.
That's old history.
Yeah.
All
Lethbridge.
right, pick 32.
The pick's in.
Yes, sorry, the pick is in. It's ready. It's there.
So Vancouver has a back-to-back. They select Lancer Frappe. That was definitely as wide as I could say it.
I got a frappuccino.
Mr. Karma.
Mr. Karma 94.
Love the name.
So
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
feel
with
like-
Vancouver right now. I'm sure they're talking about their picks. This is a surprise to me. I didn't clock this person coming to Vancouver. I'm excited to meet them.
Wow, you don't even know what your own war room wanted.
No, I've been ignoring it because I don't want to be spoiled.
Well, Mr. Karma, welcome to Vancouver. I'm really sorry that I butchered your name in such a basic white girl fashion.
You can yell at her in the server. I'll allow it.
Yeah,
Oh god.
yeah, just tag me. It's fine. That concludes round 2. We are headed off to round 3.
There we go.
YouTube chat, how good were your mock drafts?
There's no way they were.
Anyone got a perfect score?
Good-
I have
good
never
luck.
seen a
You would be
perfect
the first
score.
person ever.
Perhaps. BB, you're like my best friend. I don't even know you, but you're my best friend now.
Okay, next up, the pick is in. First of the third round.
Vancouver selects Mr. Prime, Joe Primo.
To recreate.
Yes, his last player was another Primo. He makes really good players.
I like to hear that. Vancouver needs really good players.
No, yeah, Prime's solid to get, especially this late. Say his name and he appears.
I think I saw him in chat earlier. Let's go, Van.
Yeah, that's him right now.
Mhm.
I believe so.
Raph
Mr.
has the
Jean
perfect mock
Sebastian.
draft. Raph, you don't get TP from this draft. Only rookies.
Duh, that's why it was perfect. All right, pick 34. We're headed back to Kelowna.
Oh my god, these guys are just going back and forth, Kelowna and Vancouver.
I know it's not often that you just get like a draft that's only a few teams going all in.
Someone get us out of British Columbia.
I will say these were two of the weaker teams, so it makes sense they get their picks in. Maybe this is going to be the
Absolutely.
team in the future of the finals, or are they in the same conference? I'm dumb.
It's North and South, so roughly Canada versus US with a little bit of outliers.
Okay,
So Kelowna and Vancouver would be in the same.
Yeah.
cannot meet them in the finals. That's tragic.
All right, so pick 34 is in. Kelowna selects Levi Bedrock. Nedex?
Yeah, I think so.
Says a recreate, but I'll be honest, I don't think I really know who he is. I apologize. I did not do enough homework.
I think... I don't know if there were any previous players had made the SHL in any big capacity, or if they had like just a good SMJHL player.
Still,
Yeah. Well, every now and then we'll get people who like to build career J's players because that's what they find fun in. And, you know, the league's all about doing whatever makes you happy. So, if they want to play in
I
J's,
understand
let
that.
it go.
If you don't like the commitment, you just want to have fun, meet a bunch of people.
Yeah,
I think Jay's the way to go for that, right?
yeah. Having career J
Yeah.
players isn't that bad. I don't love it if you go to the same team all the time and you just always have like a career J player on the same team, but having having a career J player is not inherently a bad thing.
Yeah, not at all. So we are headed to San Diego for 35.
Picks have gone San Diego, Kelowna, Vancouver, Vancouver, Kelowna, San Diego.
All right, so at 35, they select cauliflower pizza, Birdman,
Another goalie.
another goalie. I do think that's probably why he slipped this far. Birdman is a really awesome user. Really smart guy. I was on the update team with him back when that was a thing.
Yeah.
And the amount of times he would fix things for me, I love it. I'm glad to see him back in this draft. I think he'll fit in well with San Diego.
That's 2 goalies that San Diego have drafted in the...
It's interesting. Were they needing goalies?
I believe so.
Probably were. They could also be banking on either one burning out and going inactive, or even selling off one. So
True.
I don't personally see either of that happening. So
Maybe
we'll
they
see.
are going to go reunite at Yukon.
I just...
Sorry, I did not mean to give you updater flashback.
I just peeked at the next pick and I was surprised.
Finally back to Nevada for pick 36.
I think this pick is another big steal. The pick's in.
Yeah. I was very surprised by this when I copied the info over.
Yeah. To recreate Wednesday Shrine Time, also known as Jutsu.
I definitely would have read that as Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Wednesday.
How do you say? That is not what.
I read Wednesday.
It's Wednesday without the DA.
But this person is honestly great. I'm shocked they dropped the 36.
Yeah, I'm shocked Josu fell to this late.
Yeah, Joelso is going to be solid for them. Well, easily 425, so definitely a win. So let's head over to Great Falls for pick 37.
What I find interesting is the weaknesses being in 10 and 11. He must have a really well-balanced player.
Yeah, I love when you get a really well-balanced player. Seeing weaknesses at 10 and 11 means most likely everything else is 10 and 11 as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which
And
is
that's a
not
really
bad for a
good
center.
base.
Like, that's a really well-rounded center. And Josu knows what she's doing, so it'll be...
My player could learn a thing or two from him.
I think was the
Next
Pick-
up,
Pick
37.
37. Back to the Great Falls.
Were the upcoming picks always centered in these boxes? I thought they were left aligned, and I feel like I messed something up there, but
What are you talking about?
it looks weird.
No, I think they were left aligned.
Yeah, so I thought I clicked something wrong, but I don't know, because it's going like out of the box.
I agree. The Great Falls GM should go to bed.
I'll pretend it's fine.
I can finish drafting for you. I'll
The
just
pick
go
is
down the
in.
list.
Great Falls at 37. Select Manny. Oh God, Bjorn Jarson.
Bjorn Johnson. Sounds very, like, Swedish.
Another
I think-
goalie. Yeah, that
Brynjarson, maybe?
Bjornason.
Vernon.
Vernon,
First
yeah.
gen.
First gen goalie.
All right, Vernon, I'm gonna need you to tell me the backstory behind the name, because I am getting some kind of like Norwegian vibes, but I could be totally off.
Yeah, I feel.
So if
feel
you're
Norwegian on
listening,
that.
hit me up.
Feel like Norwegian or Iceland, maybe.
Yeah, like somewhere in that vicinity. Oh my God, it's me. Oh, hi. Yay, yeah, yay, you. All right, so I'm gonna need help with the name. So is it, are we on the right path? Is it some kind of Norwegian, Icelandic, maybe Sweden? Icelandic! Oh, you called it symmetric? I like that. We did admirably. Thank you. Trying to be respectful, but I know I'm butchering it. Well, welcome to Great Falls. I hope you enjoy your stay here. I love that you're meeting the GM in the YouTube chat. All right, we're back to Yukon for 38. This is only their second pick of the draft.
They're gonna make it count though.
You gotta make everything count.
Did I like?
All right, pick is in. You have some red lines. Okay, there we go. They select Naguru Bashrina.
Bashira. I think this is a Blue Lock reference.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Is that some kind of Korean thing?
No, I think it's an anime. It is an anime.
I was close.
A goalie. I think they're from one of the other leagues. I think IFL or something.
The name sounds
Could be
familiar. I feel like there's someone who's created a player who's also called
Oh, hey,
Meguru.
it's me. Thanks for watching. Are you from another league? ISFL, maybe?
I feel like I've seen a Meguru in another league.
He definitely is, because when we were scouting him, and that's. But I don't remember which league.
Well, if they are, that is a gold pick.
Yeah, no, he's Rob's GM. You know LGRW?
Yeah.
He's Rob's GM in another sim league. I forget which one it was, but
Zoot's saying ISFL game, so probably there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a huge win.
Really good pick.
So we head back to Carolina for pick 39.
Yeah, we've had 3 goalies in the last 4 picks, by the way.
I'm impressed.
There
that we're
are
still
a
getting
lot of goalies in this draft.
We're getting such quality picks, even down in 39 or 38.
Oh, you GM one of the DSFL teams. Okay, awesome. Well, welcome. Glad to have you here. Please look up our affiliates. I'm sure you know what that is. It makes it so nice. I love it. I will say, I don't think we get many of the GM crossovers.
Okay, the pick is in. Carolina at 39. Matt Retinol. It's a first-gen Rockstar Rancher. I love that name.
Another goalie.
Another goalie. This draft was heavy on goalies, though.
It really was. I was kind of worried not all of them would be taken, that we might not have enough room. So it is glad to see that they're still going. Reflex is at 14. Ooh, you won't be so fast. You're gonna be like that movie where he catches the fly. You know what I'm talking about?
You mean Jackie Chan?
Yeah. I think I only watched the remake.
I think that's
with
Karate
the
Kid.
14-year-old. Yeah.
You could be like Jackie Chan.
With reflexes 14, he's gonna be like it. He's gonna be like,
Nothing's getting past you.
nothing. I like the skating 6 though. He's like, I'm not going anywhere. You
He
are
definitely
not
just had
following
one TP left over, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to put in skating.
me." We are headed to Detroit with pick 40. I'm sorry, Jibs. I did think of the new Karate Kid first. I know.
Wait, what's the new one? There's been so many.
I think it's
Is that pronounced
what is it?
Jibs?
Is it
Is that
is
the
it
one with...
like Will Smith's kid or something?
Yeah, Jaden Smith.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Jibs. Also, we're the same age, so don't pull that.
I thought it was Gibbs. Is it not Gibbles?
No, it's Jibbles.
Spartan Gibbles, like
Yeah.
the Pokemon?
No,
It's not
your
spelled
life's a
with two
lie.
B's.
It's Jibbles. Spidey, you're not old. What's the old one? The old one's with Jackie Chan.
Mr. Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi. Alright. So the pick is in for Detroit at 40. And they select. Oh goodness. Hugoey, what you doing to me? Matthew.
Hey, mathématique.
Mathieu, mathématique.
Mathématique.
What in the French?
I don't like this
So
player.
true.
Bro,
Math?
Hugoey.
At English, is this not just Matthew mathematics in
Yes.
English?
Oh,
Absolutely.
wait, I think you're right. I think that is Cobra Kai.
When I have nightmares, this is what I see.
Yeah, Cobra Kai was the show, but it wasn't the one with Will Smith's kid.
Oh.
There was a movie with Jaden Smith, and then they did the show.
Yeah, go so this is Recreate. Do either of you know where they're from?
SMJHL? No.
Colorado?
I want to say they played for Texas, but I could be wrong on that.
Texas.
That
In the
feels
SHL.
right.
Oh, in the SHL. Okay.
I feel
I
like
still don't know the
something.
SHL team.
Hugoey's
I feel like something
super
happened.
chill.
I think they were S62 with me,
Oh wow!
if I remember right.
But I'm glad to have them back then.
I'm not sure they ever like left. I think they just kind of got quiet. I haven't really ever interacted with them,
I thought they got.
but they are super active. So
I thought there was some kind of punishment for something, but I could be thinking of the wrong
So
person.
what do we do about
I
this?
don't know.
No pick 41. Was it skipped?
Is forfeited.
Skip pick 41 has been forfeited. I do not have the details. It is
I don't
probably a
remember why.
punishment somewhere.
Yeah,
Okay.
Who had 41?
Ottawa.
Ottawa.
Was this
Okay,
from
Ottawa-
what happened last season?
Most likely. It is a forfeit, which means they probably were punished for something. I did not know this sooner, or else I would have looked up last season's punishments.
Well, that
Fan-
means it's over to Vancouver.
Phantom said you're right in Detroit. So I think Yegoi did play for Detroit before as well.
So he did play for Detroit. Okay.
Oh
That
wow!
makes sense. Well, welcome back to Detroit, Hugoey. So 41 is a forfeit, which brings us back to Vancouver.
This is a very familiar looking name to me. I think this is just a famous person.
Yes, it is. That's not the one.
Jacques Cartier. Jacques Carter. That is the English way to say.
Definitely not an
Jacques
English name.
Cartier.
Jacques I'm not even gonna try. Sean's gonna make fun of me.
Jack Cartier.
There we go. Let's. I got pinged by Shawnee.
Instantly, huh?
Oh no. Recreate coming to Vancouver. Excited to meet them.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Ulysses.
Yeah, I didn't know they were. That's not a name I recognize. I'm
Yeah,
surprised that's not
typically when
first
you
gen.
have recreates going this low, they're just not super active recreates, which isn't always bad. It could be something as simple as just like not super vocal, which a lot of times in the Jays, people want someone super vocal.
Yeah, and it could be someone who like created a player and like it didn't. They just didn't have time at that moment, and then they come back and it's like this is their true like first player, and they have all the enthusiasm of that. So you never know.
Moving on. Pick 43, Nevada Battleborn. We're nearing the end of the draft, kind of.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I think there was like 59 players, if I'm not mistaken.
There was 59 players. Typically, they all get taken, even if inactive.
Yeah, and so we've had 41 players get taken so far.
So pick 43, Nevada selects William Marshall,
Here's an easy one.
KBM, a first
gen.
gen.
Love to see it.
Screening 14. Pretty decent for center. So yeah, I don't know too much about them, but I'm always excited to see what these first gens do over the season, to see how this draft order will change for the SHL draft, because it will.
You can always get late steals with your in the SMJHL especially.
Absolutely.
I was drafted 38th overall, which at the time was 6th round, I think.
Not just late picks, but the waiver pickups can be absolutely clinical.
So pick 44 goes back to Anchorage. Sometimes a GM will draft into the 15th round. That is true. I have seen teams that are just absolutely empty, and once all the other teams pass, they just take everyone who's left. Because the thing about Jay is you can just DM the person, and sometimes they come back. You never know. All right, so pick 44 is in. Anchorage is selecting Linus Uli, a goalie who's a recreate.
Another
Agito.
goalie. So many goalies.
CG was taken at 70th. Wow. Yeah, for you guys who don't know, CG went on to create a 2K player, completely maxed out, and had a super long career, like easy. What was it, like 30 seasons? It was so long.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they're the head of the Swiss Federation too, currently, still in IHF.
I think he might still be the head. Yeah. We don't talk about the 45 class. No trips, but that's us.
Moving on to pick 45.
That was
Main Timber.
Not long after I stopped GMing.
All right, so pick 45.
Yeah.
So the pick is in. Maine is selecting Denali Nettleberg, Mr. Dynamic MLB. I'm pretty sure he's super big in PvE. He's been here several times on and off. Doesn't surprise me he dropped this low because he doesn't really stick around too long. But that being said, I still expect him to create a really solid Jays player. And there's never any issue picking these kinds of players late because, like I said, you never know. They might stick around.
And I mean, I think the motivation of just being on main, being on one of these top teams, you're going to want to push for a playoff. And
Yeah,
win,
of course. Because I know like this user, PvE is their main. So SHL becomes like a little side gig, but that's not a problem for juniors. Not at all. You can still make a solid player.
Yeah, especially I realize it's pretty easy to hit that 425 cap.
It really is, especially with it being 350 first. You can typically hit that very quickly.
We got the next pick in already. 46 Carolina Kraken. Pick Radley Yates. Conrad DVD. It's a first-gen defender. I'm not too familiar.
I could have sworn I've seen his name before.
Conrad? It is a pretty common name, but...
True, there might have been a user with a similar name. I definitely thought he was really great, though.
I don't recognize the name.
Let's see, have they talked?
Yeah, Dynamic's actually talking in the season chat right now, so that's a really good sign for taking a pick that late. He's definitely going to stick around. But yeah, I haven't seen Conrad around today that I know of, but you never know. We're getting late in the draft. We're going to start seeing some inactives. So we're going back to Thunder Bay. No lie, last season I had to Google where Thunder Bay was. They have 47. And the pick is already in. Look at that. They select Matteo Lorletta. Hockey Bear. That's a cool name. Hockey Bear. Another first gen. I'll be honest, I don't really know too much about this user. I haven't seen him in the chat right now. But yeah, you never know what happens this late in the draft. So we're going to keep this rolling. We're going to go on to Vancouver with back-to-backs, 48 and 49.
And I actually know this 48. Not from Rocket League this time.
Okay.
I think this might be a steal. It depends. I was a little concerned while talking to him. You can show it. His name is Hitlock Burrito.
It's a funny name.
He's from Slapshot, the Slapshot League. A bunch of us, like last season, a few people in chat, like Ocho, Darth Davin, we're all from the SPL. It's a physics-based hockey game. And Hitlock was in my division really competing. Cool. It is really fun, but very hard. When I talked to Hitlock, I told him how you get TPE with player tasks, and he does not want to write. But he said he likes the idea of graphics. So
there you go.
Yeah, and you can do the graphics for the PTs.
Exactly. So I'm excited to see if this person does start doing graphics. It'll be really cool.
Yeah, because the graphics you have to do for the PTs aren't that heavy. They're not like SIGs that you're going to turn in for payment. Even I've done them before, and they take maybe 30 minutes, and I don't even own Photoshop.
But
So,
this person seemed really into graphics, not into doing any type of writing, which is fair.
yeah, I'll
I
be
don't like
really
homework
interested to
either.
see if he dropped because of not liking the writing. But yeah, that's why we have the graphics option on PTs, because not everyone likes writing.
But still, big
So,
shout to Slapshot. More people should try it.
yeah, it sounds interesting. So we are headed nowhere, straight back to Vancouver for 49. And the pick is in for 49. Vancouver selects If You Ain't First, D the Pyro.
I
So
love that name.
this is a Pyro number 3, as we like to call them. They are numbered based on when they entered the league. So you have Pyro numbers, who is first, whatever his numbers are, 182 something, I don't know. And then you have Pyro Alpaca, who is number 2, and then you have D the Pyro, who's Pyro 3. So fun fact, he actually went undrafted in his last draft. So
In the junior?
in the juniors, yeah.
Wow,
So
how does that happen?
It does every now and then. I want to say it was in juniors. I think that's what he was saying.
Because I saw just saying like it's almost impossible to get undrafted in juniors.
Yeah.
So they have made a lot of improvements in the time, and one of them is now they have a sheet that head office gives them that keeps track of what players are available.
Okay.
Well,
Back in the previous drafts, everyone was keeping track of things themselves. And when you're worried about drafting on top of worrying about who drafted who, it was kind of hard to keep up with who's still left. So I've definitely seen huge improvements with this new system, where they have a well-defined list of who is still left.
teams just gotta look at it though. There's definitely no one picked a player who's already taken this season. Surely that didn't happen.
Not at all. All right, so we are off to
The home stretch. Only a few more picks left.
I lost my tab. I'm back. Okay.
50 was passed by
Pissy, yeah.
Kelowna.
So 51 with San Diego.
Yeah.
Ethan Hamilton Center. Or Ethel Hamilton, the center. Neurostack is a first gen.
Yeah, so I don't know too much about him. It is a late pick.
It's really like throwing darts at the dartboard when you get this far in.
It really is. Especially with 59 players in this draft, it's often very difficult to scout every single one of them. So many of them come in just the last few days before draft.
Yeah, and it's hard to predict who's gonna be like left still at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like you either scout all 59 players or you just kind of take your shots at the end.
100%. So pick 52 goes back to Nevada.
The Battleborn.
I do really like the Battleborn's logo. So this pick is in.
It's a good
With
brand.
52. They select Adam Daniels. I apologize for my dog. First gen.
Exciting to see.
That is really great to see. I love watching these late picks and seeing which ones turn into little diamonds. I vote we draft by marbles. That would be really fun.
I like looking at the player names as I go to get them and laughing at the funny ones. Wait,
53
that's not,
heads over to Ottawa.
that's not in yet. Hold on. Now it's in. Change the background, maybe.
Perfect. Got some passes in. Ottawa selects Chad Angry Dingus. What a name.
I like the name. Wizzo 2011. Is that an age? Is that like your birth year?
Please no.
I feel
I'm
too
pretty
old.
I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to be on the website at 13.
Our minimum age is 13, if I recall correctly.
I know it used to be on SDHS, or not STHS. What was the other website? JSync. Because that's just
J-Sync? Yeah.
JSync's age limit was just 13.
I think it's supposed to be 13 because that's Discord's terms of service.
Yeah.
I think that's just like for collecting data. And you're not allowed if it's under. But
Someone told me at Epcot the other day that they were legal to drink and they weren't alive for 9/11, and I was just like, I don't want to be in this conversation. The fact that you can get a margarita and you were born in the 2000s.
hey, being born in 2000 isn't that bad.
Yeah, but I was born in 2002.
That's not that bad. It's like that's my little brother.
That's pretty bad.
Yes, Epcot mentioned. I just got back from Epcot and Hollywood Studios and Magic
Oh, hi,
Kingdom.
Shia. Okay, moving on. There were two
Right.
passes.
Yes, 54
Now-
and 56 have been passed by Yukon and Kelowna. They are out of
No,
the draft.
54 and 55 have been passed. And we're on pick 56 now.
It's getting late.
Detroit Falcons at 56 select Ty Wells,
Coldest
First
Ty
gen.
Wells.
the first gen. Really hard to say. I don't know him.
Yeah, it's just taking flyers at this point on the first gens, which is fine.
He does
So
have
we'll-
183 TPE, so he has been doing stuff. It's still
Yeah.
banked, so maybe he'll use it.
It depends
And,
when you created, but like 183 is not a bad number.
It's
Not
still
at
banked,
all.
which is what's concerning to me. Gotta log back in and apply it.
Maybe they get super lucky and he just has kept it banked because he doesn't know what to do yet.
Oh,
That's possible.
he's a team player right there.
Yeah, right? We'll see. I'm watching you, Detroit.
Next up is Ottawa
Ottawa.
Highlanders.
At 57.
Zach Osborne. First gen
First
goalie.
gen.
A lot
Teddy
of goalies.
Bradshaw.
Holy.
There is so
That's
many goalies this
A
draft.
ton of goalies, yeah.
In my fourth year, there's going to be no easy goalies. It's like every single team is going to have a max TPE goalie. Uh, 58, we have a pass.
So we're
And-
headed back to Maine for 59.
Which is apparently a pass, but it's not a pass.
No, it's not a pass.
It's on the sheet, it's showing as a pass, but Maine
Yeah,
technically,
that's a glitch.
It's because once you mark it as pass, it just once you mark a team as pass, and they pass all future picks, but they passed after making this pick, but it's already been marked as pass, which is why.
I see.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay.
At
That's fine.
59, Maine select George McMaster. It's a
yeah.
recreate.
Mew.
Mew. Interesting seeing a recreate falling this far.
Yeah, I don't recognize the name, so I'm wondering if it's someone who came back around for a bit. Let's see if I can pull it up quickly without taking too much time.
I mean, this stream has been pretty fast. We're not even at 2 hours yet.
Yeah, and we're almost done.
Yep.
Only a couple picks left, I think.
Yeah, I think we are pretty close to
Not
the
a
end.
couple, there's 3 picks left, I think.
So yeah, Maine picked a 59, 60 was passed, and then Maine is picking again at 61 here.
Maine back to back.
A technical back-to-back, the best kind of back-to-back.
Yeah.
Love that name. Jose Salcido at Oh Fuck a Lawyer. The first gen center going to Maine.
Oh, that's a lawyer. There's so many ways that can be interpreted. Alright, Jose, if you're still active, I'm gonna need more information about your username.
I missed, what was the username?
Are you a lawyer?
Yeah.
Mr. Ruhi is asking in chat, has Haywood Jabalomi been drafted yet?
I
Yeah?
what is that name?
I think
What?
you've been trolled.
Have I been trolled? What does it
Haywood-
mean?
Hey, would you blow me? There it is.
Oh no! This is what I get for reading chat.
I read it. And, I read it earlier.
Oh no! Okay, moving on. We got a bunch of passes. 62 to 64 pass.
So,
Yeah.
headed over to Vancouver for 65.
Delving Mackett. First gen center. See, early active still. Delving Mackett. They are still at 155 TPE, but I'm hopeful. Oh, one of the rookies are already pinging me in the team server of my pineapple pizza, and they're very upset.
Alright, who's making this? Who's actually
That's
making
okay,
this
their
pick? Sorry,
opinions
we have
can be wrong.
Don't you
Great
guess?
Fall Grizzlies
Okay.
is at pick 69. There's a bunch
Of
of
course.
passes now.
It's
I'm
it's
surprised you didn't
everyone.
even have to trade for this pick.
They've all
This
skipped.
is the final pick of the
Yeah.
draft.
At pick 69, haha, funny number. Fame Radar, the first gen center, going to Great Falls.
All right.
That is.
And I guess that concludes the draft.
So, as always, if anyone's listening and you were not drafted, please hit me up. I am in a lot of servers. Bad Wolf, I'll be in the rookie server for a while. Just ping me wherever you can find me. We will find you a place.
Come to Vancouver.
That's
We
low-
want you at Vancouver. Am I allowed to say that?
Probably not.
Don't come to Vancouver. We don't want you.
Don't
Oh
worry
god,
about
I
the
got DM'd by Ara. I'm in trouble.
Don't worry about the round numbers on
I'm
this
kidding.
screen. They're all in the wrong spot, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say thank you for having me as a guest. I wish I could contribute more.
No, that's good.
Hey, you're learning. And it just shows everyone out there that you too can do this. Your second season here.
Yeah, it shows that you're replaceable. I'm kidding.
It's really easy to get involved here. You just have to
It's gotta be
hit
annoying.
people up. You have to be loud.
I'm getting yelled at by Shawnee now, probably.
But yeah, you know where to find me if you have any questions. But this concludes our draft. So
Yep.
everyone have a lovely night or morning.
Yeah.
Sorry,
wherever you might be.
Europeans.
It's fine. It's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday. It's fine.
All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye. Have a good night, guys.
Bye.